Alright guys, I think we are live. Hello and welcome to the farm. We are on UMRV 2.1, I do believe. And just trying to more or less give you guys a idea of where we left off. Everything, I believe, is planted. We're going to find out here in the next couple of days what starts sprouting. As you can see, a field back here looks like it's starting to take off, so I don't know if this field was maybe planted a little bit too early and the frost may have gotten to it. But either way, I'll look into that in a little bit of time. I do believe we planted soybeans throughout 3 fields here. We've got a whole bunch of grass. I've got a whole bunch of cool stuff that I want to show you guys on the farming side. So what I'm gonna do in this episode is basically say, and a farmer's work is never really done, but in essence of waiting on the fields, waiting on everything to kind of take off. That way we can kind of go through and take care of the little stuff. I still have bales and stuff like that to mess around with, but I figured I'd spare you all that for a couple episodes. And with this map, I really do like this map. As you guys know, we do have a little bit of a firewood thing going on at the house, but I did a little bit of exploring and was able to find, we can tab there. Okay, now this is the first little clue here. Okay, I had a cough there, I apologize. Alright, so we've got this big old uke, whatever you want to call it. And I would tab up to here, but I've got so many pieces of equipment on this map. I think we'll just, well, maybe we will walk up the hill if we can. Yep, we can. Sweet. Save us a couple steps here. Probably tabbing would have been a lot quicker, but we'll let the suspense build. Uh-oh. Yeah, we found a little logging area, so I've already started knocking stuff down. Done a little bit of planting, and figure we're kind of getting with the small scale. So I really don't have too much up here. I've got a buncher, I've got a loader, I've got a basically a cable skidder at the moment. I don't know how in depth we're gonna go, but at the moment it's very small scale, and I like it. But I can definitely see where things can really take off, but it's still really very small logging area here. So I mean, realistically, 3 pieces, you know, probably. Really wish, as you guys could see, and I know JDL will probably be a little bit ticked, but the the dilemma and the buck. Oh no, why did this freaking thing pop off on me again? No, I have to give it a little push again with the I'm gonna have to let him know about that bug as well. I just had these down, and this is kind of the problem I have noticed with this guy. It does roll around, which I guess isn't really an issue, but in the same respect, when you put it somewhere you kind of want it to be there, but in between game saves, it appears that the downriggers don't stay down. That's kind of a new bug that I'll let them know about. Of course, now we're not going to be able to move it, huh? I'll win that figure. Now let's pick them back up. That's actually why I moved this guy over here too, because the downriggers were moving, or the downriggers, the whole machine was moving on me where I last had it, so put it over here, which does have a bit of an incline, but we'll see what happens. That'll be alright there. This guy will be alright. Pandas, what is up, man? Now I can actually put a little voice to the name now that we've talked a little bit. So guys, I want to basically give you guys a little rundown. Some of you guys have seen this, I'm sure. Some of you guys haven't. This is the 437D John Deere log loader. That JDL J. Basically, a lot of guys, serious mods, I'm sure. I wish I had the list in front of me here. I'm gonna say FDR because I do know that I just know some things from the beginning. I don't remember how much it was, but there was some issues with the weight in the tires. And I know that's kind of FDR base. I don't know if they use the axles out of it or just the turntable, whatever. The delimiter is upside down. Correct. Yes. That's the best that thing's actually worked for me tonight, to be very honest. It stayed where I put it. Oh. we've had some love and hate relationships with that delimiter. So yeah, this is in I don't know if you want to say alpha stage or beta. Either way, it runs good, works really well. Visuals he's working on. So, you know, it's very hard for me to get used to the boom being on the left, but I am working on that. It's a work in progress. It's really nice looking. I will give him that. Function seems to be okay. I really haven't had much time in it. The delimiter, the way it acts, it's just a pain. We're looking at last we had talked, we were looking at actually making a like a sawbuck, kind of like a placeable sawbuck, not placeable, buyable type of deal, but placeable as in use the maybe have the sawbuck riding on the trailer, pick it up with the claw, place it down where you want to put it, hook up the hydraulics, or maybe it'll be attachable. We don't know yet, but that has kind of been talked about, so hopefully we get something like that. That way we can actually utilize this in a little bit better way than this guy's been working out. But I mean, this is just, it's just a little bit buggy. No big deal. I have seen it work, and it works really well. So and this is also just to let everybody know, this is on JDL. Shoot, I really wish I had this memorized for y'all. It is on his Patreon. If you guys go and check out JDL on Facebook, he will have a link to his Patreon. This is testable on his Patreon. Alright, and I'm not going to say that everybody that does Patreon, you need to understand that with these modders, serious mods, a lot of, even my Patreon, that's why, you know, people get all pissed off. Oh, you got all your mods on your Discord, but the only way that you get onto the Discord is, you know, a month after. Well, that's kind of the way Patreon works, is because we got a lot of yahoos that go on there and say they'll put in $50 a month, but after they get what they want, they leave and they take the money. So I don't know how he's running it. If it's, you know, make a pledge and the pledge is removed, and once it clears, you'll get the machines that he's released, or however it is. But that's up to him. But on my Patreon side, my Patreon is basically way for outsiders to come in and get in the Discord. And in the Discord is mods. It's not all my mods. It's not privated mods. It's mods that are available but people don't know about, per se. Or, you know, everybody's asking me about these dozers that I have, log loaders, stuff like that. It is in the Patreon. You get the Patreon. Once the money clears, you get the Discord. Then the Discord, there's a mod link in the Discord that you could check. Download what you want. It's growing slowly, but it's growing. I've had a mega. I've had a whole bunch of different ways to get mods out to people, but it just ends up getting released to everybody. So I don't like doing that to people that want to support the channel. But the people that want to watch the world burn and just hand it out to everybody because, well, you know, they think their shit don't stink or whatever it is. I'm not going to do it. So we're looking for people to talk, to bring up discussions, to bring up mods, all this. I mean, my Discord's pretty chill. We ask questions in there. The questions get answers. And, you know, there's not a lot of horseplay in that type of garbage. So if it's something that you're all interested in, that's the way to get into it. I've taken away all the other rewards because it was just people want to read into things deeper than what's actually there, and it just becomes more of a headache. So, long story short, that is the mod. This mod is available on the Discord. A lot of mods are on the Discord. So, now let's actually have fun, sit back, and play the game. Apologize for it, but it just... sometimes you just gotta take a second and clarify, apparently. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. I know there is a... way to mark. Wait. Okay, we gotta turn this. How does this work? B. Wait a minute. Had a... should have a marker tell me the distance, because I was gonna have to make all these saw. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, what we're gonna probably have to do is eye this, because I don't have a working sawbuck at the moment. Kinda sucks. I just put the I just actually stopped the video because I just started making a little stream there, I don't know, 5-10 minutes ago, and took it out because I didn't have a way to cut the logs. The sawbuck just wasn't working tonight, so now I have to basically finagle a way to cut these by hand, I guess. Pull out of the way. Hard when you're stationary. I'm just getting used to this thing. Or if a log rolls on you, you're pretty much SOL. Can't actually move in the stationary. Guys, I do apologize. I don't know when I muted my mic last, but I have been going... I have been talking the whole time. I just went to blow my nose real quick and mute the mic, and it was flashing. I apologize, guys. So, I don't know how long. I think it was when my wife came in here to kiss my son goodnight. I apologize. Oh man, I'd like to say it's just because I haven't been able to stream for a while, but that's definitely not the case. Because I've done it plenty of times while I was streaming quite a bit, so just a accidental bit of an accident, but either way, we'll get these what's up, Kaz? How you doing, brother man? Actually, it looks like this whole freaking loader I've got here has started to move down the hill. Don't know why. Oh. Let's see what we can do about this. Have to give her a push here. It might be because I've got that sawbuck in the dirt. Thought it was kind of fishy on where it was placed, but I'm doing well, buddy. I'm doing well. Last day of shift work was today, so I took the day off. But we have a winter storm blowing in tomorrow until Sunday, so I am trying to get a little stream up for y'all tonight, because I am going to be gone all weekend now due to this freaking snow that just will not stop. There we go. Come on. Cool. Let's unhook that. Eee. We get behind this set here. Give that a push around, because that's gonna probably do exactly what it did to me last time here. Hey, Mr. Moose, thank you for the auto host, brother. Appreciate that much. That's why you shouldn't live in the area where there's snow. Well, it is true, but it is job, man. It is a job. And snow's freaking fun when I'm not working in it, obviously. I love the snowmobiling and all that other fun stuff, so there's a lot of fun with snow. And it breaks up the freaking heat. 6 months of winter, 6 months of summer. I guess you kind of got to be a sick individual to live where I do with that kind of weather, but so we're using this as our measurement here. I know I've actually got the measurement mod in. Man, that sucks. I can't believe I had my mic muted that whole time. I really do apologize, guys. This guy out of here. Yep, it's pretty close. Come on. There you are. Really got to keep an eye on that microphone down at the bottom of the stupid screen now. Can't believe I did that, man. She was so quick just getting in here, getting out. And I muted it. Oh well. I said, so far, of course, now I'm going to have to be repeating myself. So far, I like this, I like the dangle. How this one acts more than a lot of them. I've used a lot of the dangles, in the past couple farm sims, and the one that works the best, obviously, is the Buffalo. But I really haven't had a lot of luck with the other ones, so it seems like it works pretty well. A little bit rusty. Haven't really had much time to play around with it, but hopefully Tyler won't be too bent out of shape that I got his delimber on the ground there, but it really has been kind of a pain. I wasn't able to use it, and I just figured it would kind of be beneficial to get it out of the front of this thing. That way I could see a little bit better, because it is a little bit of a, not an eyesore, but a little bit of a in the way, we'll say. There, squeeze in there. That's perfect. That's perfect. Almost feels like there should be a little bit more spread on them. No grapple, but it works pretty good. Kind of like the variation between the color of the trees. This pine pack that I installed, just you get different colors, so it's obviously gonna break away with the eyes a little bit. Deadfall trees. That's pretty cool. I don't want to grab it any tighter really because I don't want to have that head spaz on me, which doesn't happen a lot, but like I was kind of mentioning, it does dance. It seemed like it danced a lot more after I planted them trees as a bit of a stopper, but I don't know. There might be a weird collision with them. Okay. So I will pull this guy. Here, hopefully. Come on. There we go. So this is where it's supposed to be. Okay. Basically, drag your tree. You take your tree, you'll drag them through, and what it does is delimbs. Then when you get to your certain length, it'll cut. And I would show you this, but like I said, I've had absolutely no luck with it working tonight for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because these are completely different trees. It very well could be, and I'm kind of leading towards that now. But you guys can see the time that he took in making it. The jaws do open and close, and of course you got your grapple saw, so it does work. And the grapple saw more or less works really well with the if you're going full length and you want to cut the tip of it off. Really, I'd say anything probably 12 to 15 meters. It'll just about cut anywhere on the tree. It gets a little bit finicky when you're doing 8s, 10s, 6s, whatever you want to do. Alright, so give you a little rundown on that. We got a little kind of wonky stack going, but like I said, I think there's a weird collision going on with that tree a little bit. But this is kind of where we're going to get the stack started. Hopefully we get a pretty decent stack with this thing. I'd really like to continue between the farming and obviously the small scale logging up here. Show you guys. Got a floater here. Better get this guy down. No, we're gonna have to cut that with a... Okay, so this is nothing I planted. Just kind of cool. Got some dead stuff in here, broken. But you see the different bark versus what was here. So it's going to be kind of cool, I think, on a log truck. It'll add a little bit of variation. Then we got the dead stuff. And I've got this. And I'll show you guys this after we get done. What I plan on doing with this stuff here. You guys can see some standing dead timber. Okay. This stuff might actually be on the verge of dying. Might be why the bark's falling off of it. And I don't know. There's definitely a difference between the dead stuff. Then we're going down through. Kind of see some of the split trees with a crotch there. It's kind of cool. I like it. I love the variation. But you can really see back here, I really didn't mess with anything. As far as planting, where you see the really tall ones. Yeah, you kind of know where I've kind of messed around with them a little bit, but just it seems a nice pack. Just really nice variation. A lot of tall straight stuff, but then you got the trees with a crotch in them. Some other split types that are just different, and then the ones that have been topped, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so you guys are familiar with the buncher, obviously. Yeah, we've been using, like I said, because the John Deere doesn't work with my curl and that type of deal. So, the farm, you guys are well aware of the farm. We've been doing that quite a bit lately. But like I said, we're waiting on the growth. Got different trucks here. Got the uke. Oh yes, here it is. Guys, this is Wood Meadow Farms. If you guys are interested in it, Wood Meadow Farms Patreon page. This is available. What this is, unfortunately, it doesn't look good at all from inside. I got Zombie taking a look at it, but it is absolutely horrible. It's kind of like a really thick screen door. Start it up. Downrigger's down. What this is a drum. So we got some logs here. Boom. Right there. Kinda wonky. To use the boom. So it's right in the front of the cab. But I think this will be pretty cool. I don't know if I'm gonna play it out as a hired type of deal where you know, I'll bring a contractor in, he'll do all the stumps, that type of thing, make mulch out of it, chips, whatever it is. But really kind of cool. So instead of just deleting all the tops and the stumps and everything else, we'll actually have a piece of equipment to use. I figured I'd show this guy off a little bit. Hopefully we can utilize it. Kind of break up the gameplay just a little bit. Yeah, there's definitely not a collision there, so I don't know how you unfold it. That's definitely not the way to do it, but it'll work. So that will do it for this episode, guys. I know it was kind of short, but it was my fault that I freaking love the map except for one thing. What is that, Kaz? What would that one thing be? All those trees on the hill there. I've had the same problem, buddy. That's why we're going in there and we're doing a clear cut. Oh, unless you're talking about back here, I don't know. But either way, because there's just so many of them. Are you talking back here or at the lumber, or the logging yard we're working on? It's pretty lush, isn't it? I never really noticed that. Wow, yeah, that is. It almost looks like the Amazon. Oh, okay, that's why there's a wall there. Because it's actually a hill. It's not. Oh, you can cut them. Cool. Well, there. See, problem solved, Kaz. We could yard all these frickin' things right up the hill if we wanted to. Well, yeah, I never really noticed that, to be very honest with you. Never really noticed that. Hey, what's popping out of the ground? I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, not our farm. Shoot. Just over the next hill. Son of a gun. Well, with that said, guys, leave you to the airplane flying by. Yeah. We'll leave her there. God bless y'all. Thank you for watching. And hopefully we will see you in the next couple of days.